But I always have had respect if people want to put their children in whether a homeschool environment or a private academy or a Christian school or some other form of a religious school. That's their fundamental right to do that. The question is, should the money follow the student in every case? I think that there should be some incentives if parents want to do it to give them some assistance. But here's the problem that you have to work out from a practical level. Philosophically, in an ideal world, you could say it could just be a pure follow the student. Here's why you have to be careful. If it was a voucher system, but the voucher didn't cover the full education, which I've never seen a voucher system that fully did, you have two problems. One, the resistance of the Christian and private school who do not want that kind of arrangement, because if you open it up, they have to take anybody who shows up the door with a voucher. Most of the private and religious schools, they function because they're able to say, if you don't want to adhere to our rules and our standards, you don't come here. And that's what gives them their uniqueness. Well, they lose that. So the biggest resistance, surprisingly enough, to a voucher system is not government people, it's the people who run the very schools who probably would get the vouchers. That's a surprise to some folks. Second thing, if you took IDEA students and they suddenly could go to any school, one $70,000 a year IDEA students, and we had several like that. We had some that cost over $100,000 a year, severely disabled students that were extraordinarily expensive. One of those students could bankrupt some small private schools, academies, etc. So again, you have that resistance. There's no perfect solution to it, but I would never want to see a system where if the voucher was just enough that it gave upper middle income people the capacity to take their kids out of the public school system, and the only people who were left were the parents who couldn't make up the difference, then you would only create a greater disparity than you currently have, and that's a disaster. You don't want that. What's the real answer? I think the real answer is this. Two things. One, give parents the power to make the decision they feel best for their own children. But two, make sure the public schools are of such quality that parents don't have to pull their kids out of it because they feel that they're going to be stuck in a failing school.